Chances are throughout your life, you thought that you had that billion-dollar idea, and because of one thing or another, it didn't come to fruition. And when you see it in the stores, you kick yourself saying, I should have done that, I should have done that, I should have done that. One of the hardest things is the finances, because where the heck's the money come from? Well, help the Cade Prize. That might actually be possible. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here and you want to be a world-renowned inventor, then we are here to help you with the Cade Prize. Yes, we have teamed up with the Cade Museum and Cade Prize this year for their 15th anniversary, where they are currently accepting submissions from inventors all the way through July 15th, 2024 for the Cade Prize. And you might be saying, Grant, what the heck is the Cade Prize and why should I care? Well, if you're an inventor and you need either a little bit or a lot of bit money to get your idea out there, maybe you need some legal advice, some consulting, or you want to get some placement on podcasts and social media, Cade Prize is here to help with that. All you need to do is apply. Links are below. But stay with me, because we're going to go through some of the things that you need to know, some of the things you shouldn't do, and most importantly, how you can stand out among the others. Because, well, everybody's got ideas, but only some people have good ideas. And those good ideas can win up to $50,000 with no strings attached from the Cade Prize. So yes, we have teamed up with the Cade Museum and the Cade Prize to help the small inventor become big, because that's what everybody wants, right? And inventing's not easy. Just ask Dr. Robert Cade, a name that you've likely never heard of, but has a world-famous product that you likely know. And if you happen to fit into one of the 5 categories, which are agriculture, environmental, healthcare, technology, energy, and my favorite, the wild card, you have an opportunity to win big for your idea. And all you really have to do is be vulnerable about your invention and film a video similar to this. See, the idea is the easy part. It's that sneaky thing called execution that drags everybody down. And if you know that better than Dr. Cade himself. And not only does winning come with a bunch of cash, although likely in the form of a big check, which is cooler than a bunch of cash as far as I'm concerned, you also get legal assistance from the exact same law firm who helped Dr. Cade back in the day. They're gonna help you get this idea patented and protected. And if you're an inventor, you know that protecting your idea is as difficult as actually getting it out there. These guys, they know what they're doing. But you also get help from us, 3D Musketeers. We're going to be giving consulting time away to all the winners, with the grand prize winner getting a ton of our time to help bring your idea to reality. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll give everybody a little bit of time. Gotta stay to the end to find out, though. And you also have the opportunity to be featured at the Cade Museum, which is in Gainesville, that shows off inventions and more. If you guys do want to learn more about the Cade Museum, let me know, because we're going to go up there and film with them. So we got some cool things we're going to be doing with the Cade Museum in the coming months. But there are some rules, so bear with me, because you got to make sure that you fit within these guidelines. We can see that to be eligible, you must be either an independent inventor or an incorporated company in all development areas. So pretty much you qualify. You could be for nonprofits, for-profits, and B corporations. B Corps are always great. We love that. You must be based in the USA. So those of you that are overseas, sorry. And you must have no more than $500,000 in outside investment funding from investors received in exchange for stock, convertible notes, or other similar instrument issued by the company. Now, this does exclude grants. Hi, I'm Grant. Personal funds, in-kind support, competition prizes, or loans from friends and families. This is real money that you would have raised otherwise. But you do have a relatively involved application. So we see here a sample form. The real one's going to look somewhat similar, but, you know, this is what we have to work with, so work with what you got. You can see some basic stuff here, demographics, we all understand that. Primary contacts, roles in the organization, that's the normal stuff that you expect. But then we get down to the actual questions, right? You got to understand what problem your innovation or invention is trying to solve. If you don't have a well-defined thing that you are solving, then you're not actually solving anything. So make sure you truly not only understand exactly what you're solving, but can properly articulate it. Being able to articulate it to somebody like me, hi, I'm gonna be a judge, who has no idea what your project is, I have a very short amount of time to understand what it is that you do. So being articulate is a big deal here. And one that has always been a bit of a pain point for me is being on the board of the Tampa Bay Inventors Council. In what ways does your idea solve the problem better than existing alternatives? If you tell me that there's nothing else like it in the world, you better be able to back that up with results. And if it doesn't solve it better than the alternatives, then we gotta understand, why does it exist? Inventions solve problems, and remember, you are solving a problem, you're not looking for a problem. Some ideas can just be in the theoretical stage. If you are at the prototyping stage, it is great to put all the information that you can here. Whereas, does a prototype of your innovation or invention exist? Have you generated any experimental data, references, and/or bibliography of your work? Describe it. Detail, 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 detail. If you notice, at least on the sample one, there's no word limit here. Give us the detail. We want to know the detail. We get it? You don't have to have a patent. If you have a provisional, make sure you put that down as well. And if you don't have a provisional patent around your idea, I do recommend that you look into it. They're not very expensive, and it's a great way to give you about 12 months worth of room to get that idea moving. We move into the patent section, where if you don't have a patent, it's okay, but if you do, it's good that we know. Give us the patent number, and if you're in patent pending, make sure you put that as well. Patent pending is a great place to be when you are starting to innovate. It doesn't cost a lot of money and can give you some decent protection. We then want you to describe the commercial market for your invention, because if your commercial market is everybody, your market is nobody. You have a defined target market, and if you don't know it, stop, collaborate, and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Figure out what the right move is. Because remember, the Cade Prize only accepts the best of the best.
Of the best, sir.
And that means if you don't know your target market or your commercial market for your invention, then how can the average consumer know whether or not they want your product? A big deal in inventing is not the actual idea itself, it's marketing it. And understanding your commercial market is pivotal to being successful in the inventing world. If you tell me that you have a product that is for everybody, but you are Lamborghini, you don't know your target market. Lamborghini knows their target market. It's for people that make way more money than I do. And that's okay. So a big one here. If you advance to round 2, would you agree to being available to speak about your idea at the Cade Museum personally in Gainesville or virtually in 2024, 2025? If you don't answer yes here, come on. You are applying for real money for getting your idea off the ground, and you don't want free advertising at a museum? What? You want it? The answer is always yes. Come on. And you need to upload just a few extra attachments. An image that best represents your innovation or invention. CAD models are acceptable here, but just take screenshots of them. Any supporting materials, for example, business plan, white paper, references, etc. Upload those, please. And a marketing plan if you got it. We'd love to see marketing plans, right? And a video no longer than 3 minutes. And you might say, Grant, I don't know how to film videos. Well, I didn't either. You just get in front of a camera and start talking. But there are some tips for good video. Let's get into it. For good video, you want to be inside in an area with very little clutter. Who wrote this script? Unless it makes sense. I'm adding that on there. Unless it makes sense. We do product development with 3D printing, so, you know, the stuff in the background kind of works, but the editors have always been on me about cleaning it up. That's coming soon, TM. You want to do this inside if possible, because between high winds, background noise, cars and traffic, and clouds changing your lighting, you only have one shot to get this right when you submit to the Cade Prize, so let's make sure we do it right the first time. And for the love of all things, no vertical video, please. Honestly, that takes away even more of your message when you have the black bars next to the screen. And, well, if you're going to be doing any editing,
it can get frustrating.
And no, you don't need fancy lighting, fancy cameras.
With how good cell phones have gotten these days, you can just grab your phone. You can even use the front-facing camera if you need to.
I understand that it's not as good as a professional setup,
but it's better than nothing. So don't spend a bunch of money to get this done. If you want to, you can. It's a good excuse. You can get this all done with the phone
that's in your pocket. I would say having decent lighting is important, because gosh, when you don't, it's a totally different picture, isn't it? And to be clear, the lighting that I'm using cost me less than $50, so it's not like you need crazy expensive lighting. You just have to get a little bit innovative with it. And that's it. If you want the chance to potentially win $10,000 or even $50,000 for your idea, click the first link in the description and in the pinned comment, or you can scan the QR code right on the screen. We've made this easy for you. You have no excuse to get out there and submit your idea to the Cade Prize to get your invention or innovation pitted up against others throughout the country to compete for the top prize of $50,000, along with a lot of other things with it. But Grant, you might ask, what's in it for you? This feels like a shill video. Are you shilling for the Cade Prize? And it kind of sounds like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It definitely does. But not only are we not getting paid by the foundation to do this, we're donating our time for mentorship to not only winners, but every one of you that are watching this video. If you go to the link that is on screen and in a QR code and fill out the form, I will give you half an hour of my time to help you with your idea, whatever it may be, for the Cade Prize or otherwise. It costs you nothing, and you get the help of someone that's been doing this kind of thing professionally for decades. And yes, I will be a judge for the Cade Prize. So if you do make it out there, I hope to see you in September 25th of 2024 for the 15th annual Cade Prize award ceremony. So what are you waiting for? It's basically free money. It does not get less strings attached than this. The Cade Prize and the Cade Foundation, the Cade Museum want nothing out of you other than your desire to make this happen. We need to see your passion and understand it to a level that myself and the other judges not only are there with you, but have that same passion and fire for your idea that you do for yours. We are asking nothing out of you. There's no royalties, equity, nothing that the Cade Prize or the Cade Foundation is looking for from you, other than just to help you get your idea off the ground. They just want to help bright inventors out there make awesome, which is the same thing that we do here at 3D Musketeers. And that's why we teamed up with them. It's a match made in heaven. Just like the matches made in heaven of the names listed right next to me at the $5 tier and higher, those that support our channel to make videos like this one possible. If you want to support the efforts that we are doing here, you could click the links in the description and join for as little as $1 a month. And no, before you start, your patronage of our channel does not help you whatsoever for the Cade Prize. We're not even going to pay attention to that. If you like the videos we make and you want to help us out, you can, you know, join for as little as $1 a month. But at the $10 tier and higher, you get to come hang out in our private Discord server and ask us questions directly about your 3D printers and whatever projects you're working on, because, you know, that's what we like to do. But I do want to thank you all for watching this. I know it's a little bit different of a video than what we normally make, and certainly it's a different editing style because we're trying out some new things. So thank you all for watching. That is all we have for you all today. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one. And if you haven't figured it out by now, Dr. Cade invented Gatorade. I've been giving you hints the whole time.